Hey guys, so it's a nice Saturday, about noon right now, and this pomegranate tree, it's a wonderful. I'm 6 feet tall. This guy, the tips must be 10 feet way up there. So I'm gonna bring the height down on this tree, and I'm gonna take out any crossing branches and then take out the suckers. And that way I can keep the tree shorter. I kind of like to grow this one like a bush. So I'm gonna show you guys what it's gonna look like, or what it looks like when I'm done pruning this tree right here. And then I also gotta do the ever sweet pomegranate. This guy right here, I gotta take that stake out. Same thing. Bring it down on the height. This one's almost the same height. And then take out any crossing branches. I'm probably gonna take out I might take out this center one, the center leader. That way I can open up the center, probably that one, and then this one right here, which is kind of just swinging across the middle of the tree. And then any other ones, you know. Here's one that's crossing right there. I don't know, I don't want to prune them too much, because last year I did a little bit of an aggressive pruning on both of these. So this year I'm gonna go a little lighter on them to see if I can get more fruit. Alright. Check out the temperature today, guys. It's January 13th. 82 degrees. So the trees are probably pretty happy. And the guava, the large guava over there, is actually starting to put out some new growth. So it's definitely a good time to prune it today. Normally I wait till like February or something, but this time it's gonna be a little bit earlier. Alright, so the pomegranates are pruned, and a lot of times you gotta prune according to your needs as well. Like, see right here, I walked by this spot right here to get up here to the bananas and avocados. So I shortened some of these branches that were starting to get in the way. And then also right here, I shortened up some of these so I could walk around this way. And what you want to do also is just remove, open up the middle a little bit. As you can see, I removed 3 branches right there that were going straight up the middle. And I also removed a larger branch right there that was also going straight up into the middle. So there was a lot going on in the middle of the tree, so I opened it up so the sun can shine into the tree nicely. Shortened up the top, of course. This pomegranate does not have a lot of space. It's close to this shade tree. It's close to the bananas. There's another banana in the back, and then the reed avocado. So I gotta keep it pretty small. That's the wonderful pomegranate, and then here's the ever sweet. Same thing. I removed a couple branches right there, and then one right over here. So opened up the center a little bit more. I shortened it a little bit more, but I didn't really trim the branches around the sides because this one has a lot more space. It's kind of by itself over in the corner. So this is the Pakistan mulberry. This one's like 12 feet tall now. It's only been in the ground almost 2 years, and as you can see, I have pruned it quite a few times already because these are very fast growers, extremely fast growers, I would say. So you gotta keep them in check. This is a tree you definitely want to really think about where you're gonna plant it, because it will take up a lot of space, and it will shade out other trees as well. So as you can see, I did some summer pruning to keep the size down, but I didn't really pay attention exactly where to cut. I just wanted to, keep the size down. So as you can see right there, the growth is coming inward. So this time I am gonna pay attention to these details because I want to shape the tree. So like for example right here, I'm gonna cut like right there because this is an outward facing bud here. That way the branch will come straight out this way and the tree will look nice that way. So I'm gonna trim this one right now, and we're gonna trim this guava. There's a lot of low-hanging branches. The center's nice and open. The sunlight can get in here pretty good. So I'm probably, because I opened this up last year, February. So I'm probably not gonna do anything on that canopy today. I think today all I'm gonna do is trim these lower hanging branches. These right here. All these. And guavas can take some aggressive pruning. It's they're not susceptible to too many diseases or rotting issues. So this is a tree that when I prune, I don't really worry about putting anything where I cut. Even when the branches are rubbing against each other, it really doesn't cause too many issues. It's a pretty guavas are pretty tough. So I'm gonna get started. Alright, so I have pruned the Pakistan mulberry. Nice wine glass shape. And so I found a good spot to prune. For example, right here. The new growth will come out this way. Same thing right here. See, if I cut here, the new growth would come straight out. So I cut right there so that this branch will continue to grow outwards. And I did the same thing on all of them. I cut off some of the smaller lower branches, you know, that were about 3 feet high. Cut those out because this is a high traffic area. I'm definitely always walking around here to feed the chickens, to do work over here with the cherimoyas and stuff. So, and then there's the guava. So now I can walk underneath the tree. In the summertime I'll be able to put some chairs here and chillax. So I cut off some nice large branches. Another one right there. But see what I mean? Guava, it just heals nicely. Even though it hasn't healed over all the way, it doesn't do anything to the tree, you know? See that? I mean, at least not here in Southern California. If you live in Florida where it's super humid all the time, I don't know, maybe it'd be a different story there. But even when it doesn't heal over all the way, it's no issue. The tree continues to grow. It continues to thrive and produce a lot of guavas. So we're gonna go and take a look. And this is gonna be very convenient for me because now I can, you know, fertilize it easier. I'm gonna be able to harvest the fruit easier. Just walk up under here and harvest the fruit. It was kind of hard this past season because the branches were so low. Sometimes, you know, a lot of them fall on the ground and I just pick them up for the chickens, but it was hard even just picking them up because the branches were pretty much touching the ground, so I couldn't see where they were. I had to go inside the tree and get them from the inside. But, you know, I was crawling around in there because of the low branches, so now this is going to be a much better, because this variety of guava, it will drop the guavas when they're like extremely ripe, and they're good for juicing and making pie or guava candy, other stuff like that when they're super ripe. But I like them when they're, you know, on a 1 to 10 scale of ripeness. I like about an 8. So what I can do is I could always just come over and shake the tree, and some of those guavas that are not super ripe, that are like an 8, will fall off the tree and then I can get them. So I'm not too concerned about the tree growing taller. I actually want it to grow taller to get, you know, privacy from the neighbors. And just more guavas too. Guavas produce fruit on the new growth, so if I let it keep growing taller, it's always going to be producing more guavas up higher. And it's just going to look really nice. So anyways, let's walk over, and I also prune the 4-in-1 apple tree. I pretty much, I actually took the leaves off first to force it into dormancy. And then I cut the tips off once again, right above a bud that is facing outwards, so the tree will grow out. Same thing here. And the varieties are Dorset Golden, Granny Smith, Beverly Hills, and Fuji. I didn't do anything to the persimmon or the 20th century pear. I think they're fine for now. I did work on these plums. This is the Santa Rosa plum. And so I had three main branches, or I have three main branches, and I want outward growth, so I cut right there so that this branch will continue to grow outwards. Same thing right here. Even though this branch right here is a little thinner, it'll start thickening up pretty soon. Same thing over there. Cut right there, make it grow outwards. So this would be fruiting wood right here. I mean, these have only been in the ground close to 2 years, so hopefully they, I mean, I'm just curious, you know, these are so good, especially this one right here, this Mulberry. It's so good. So I left a little bit of you know, 1-year-old wood on it, right there, right here, right there. This is also 1-year-old wood, to see if hopefully if it flowers and produces some plums. But see, again right here, this branch was growing towards the center, so I cut that off so this branch will continue to grow out. Same thing right there. And as you can see, I used these spacers, which are actually guava wood. And guava is extremely strong, extremely durable, so I basically just cut it right down the middle with my my pruners, and we'll see how it holds up. If it comes off, I could just put some more on it. So this is the Mulberry. It's a plum cherry hybrid, and this is its recommended pollinator, which is the burgundy plum. So same thing here, I cut right here. It was coming straight up this way, so I cut that so that it grows out. And then over here I cut right above an outward growing bud. And then another spacer, another guava spacer right there. And then I removed all the lower growth, you know, all the lower growth. I took it off like this. I forgot that part right there. I'll remove that later. But they're ready, so they'll flush out some really nice growth come springtime, and like I said, hopefully they flower and produce a few plums. If they don't, that's okay. I know they're still young, so I'll just wait till the following year. The 4th year they definitely should start producing quite a few plums. So that's it for now. I'll see you later.